Who's right? Who's wrong? You decide. Hash it out. Brought to you by Redmond Wholesale.
Hi, I'm Carl Markman with Redmond Wholesale. We're incredibly proud of our history of educating and partnering with the broker and banker community to prepare you for what's next. We've always been committed to same-day turn times on initial underwrites, which allows us to earn your business each and every day. We're happy to sponsor the following program.
Hello, my name is Brian Stevens, and this is my partner Frank Array, and welcome to another edition of Hash It Out.
Yes.
Today we want to talk about a couple of things that we think all kind of work together.
Yeah.
It's sales reluctance, it's activity reluctance, and it's actionable reluctance.
Right.
Now we bring this up from personal experience. The first one is, with our company, what we do is we go engage and call real estate agents and lenders all across the country.
Right.
We call hundreds every single day, thousands every single week.
Right.
I can tell you this unequivocally across the board. First of all, there's no difference between the pickup numbers that we're going to get from real estate agents and lenders. It's about 10%.
Yeah.
Meaning if we call 100 loan officers, we're going to get picked up 10 times.
On the phone, you mean?
On the phone.
Okay.
Now we might get 5 or 10 people to call us back, so our best case scenarios, we have 20% of the people who are engaging us not knowing anything that we're going to be talking about.
Right.
So when we talk about an actionable item, picking up your phone is something that we do not do. The other thing that's very apparent to us is we are actually helping some loan officers and real estate agents across the country by posting their listings through one of our services with Listing Booster.
Right.
We have hired a 16-year-old kid who is dripping wet behind the ears, dripping wet.
16 years old.
He is 16 years old. And over the past 7 days,
Yeah.
that's 5 days last week and 2 days, work days the previous week, 7 business days, he's generated in excess of 40 leads through our system.
Right.
So now, if you knew, okay,
Right.
that if you spent 20 or 30 minutes of your day
Yes.
engaged in an activity that a 16-year-old kid who knows nothing about lending or real estate was doing, and it would generate 40 leads for you.
Right.
I want to know why somebody wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's easy to see why somebody would do it, but why wouldn't somebody do it?
I think people, they don't do it because they just feel like they're too busy. You know, it's too easy to get the day running and let it take you away, and they get your mind on other things, and you're just not in the right frame of mind most of the time. Even if you're not doing 20 deals a month, even if you're just doing 5 deals a month, everything just seems so overwhelming to the loan originator. You know, everything is like such a big deal. I need that pay stub, and I'm probably going to get it in 4 or 5 hours, but somehow sitting in front of the screen looking at the email every 5 seconds makes it feel like I'm doing my job to get that pay stub in. You know what I mean? So I think that people just don't have the understanding of how easy this thing can be. 16-year-old kid knows nothing about the industry, pushing some buttons, generating 40, 50 leads in a few days.
Okay, so are you saying it's organization? Because I don't necessarily agree with that, because your loan officer who needs to get more leads is somebody who's not closing that many deals, okay? So there's loan officers out there who close 15, 20 deals on their own per month. So if somebody's closing 2 or 3 deals, I think it's a real hard argument to say that they're too busy.
Okay.
It could be that they're too unorganized.
Okay.
But I think the bigger part of it is that they have action reluctance to take action to change whatever their behavior is. You know, one of the things that we hear when folks are hiring loan officers is when you have somebody who's your age or my age, sometimes you don't want to hire us because it's so ingrained in us how
Right.
things work
We're
that
set in our ways.
you have to unlearn before you
Right.
can actually learn. So it's
Right.
twice as much work. Would you
Right.
agree with that?
I would. Here's the thing, though. I think that, and I've used this term before, and you always like it, right? Sometimes it's easier to ride a horse in the direction it's going.
Sure.
So we're talking about essentially behavioral change is what you're really considering
Right.
here, okay? You know, some guy's doing 20 deals a month, and they're very busy, but yet a guy doing 3 or 4 or 5 deals, he still feels like he's very, very busy. I think that's a behavioral thing, and I'm just saying it's easier to ride the horse in the direction it's going. And my point is this, is that if you're in that spot and you just think you're too busy, regardless of the volume that you're doing, you're just so busy, you can't get to these little things that you need to get done, take it from us. It's summertime. There's kids out there. We got a 16-year-old kid in our office, showed him what to do. Literally took us, an hour to teach him?
About that?
Maybe a couple hours tops.
Which means somebody your age would probably take 3 hours.
Right. So we
Fair.
taught him just a couple hours. This is all you do. Generated 40, 50 deals or leads in 7 days. So I'm saying that, take advantage of this. Understand that you are who you are. It's always better to change and do it on your own. Absolutely, of course. But if you can't, take advantage of these young kids, teach them what to do, get them in there, spend a few bucks on them to get it done, and make something happen.
Well, I think the inference you're making is that it's a good idea to hire somebody to do the things that you're not going to do yourself.
Sure.
Be honest with yourself. I think the other inference is what are you doing to generate these leads? Here's the thing. If you hired a kid, a 16-year-old kid, to literally call real estate agents for 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, and just trying to set appointments and asking for the business on your behalf, the fact of the matter is you would end up getting some.
You would.
So it doesn't really matter what the activity is. It's really as long as we're doing it consistently and we're doing it every day. So
Right.
if you're going to be honest with yourself, your business isn't where you want it to be, maybe you should look at getting one of these young kids during the summertime.
That's what I'm saying.
It's worked for us.
That's all I'm saying. So what do you guys think about all this? Let us know. Put your thoughts down below. Forward and share this. And don't forget, if you need help getting some purchase leads, we can help you. There's a link down below that says, let Frank and Brian help you out. Just click that. With that, you guys have a great day. We'll see you next week on Hash It Out.
You'll end up meeting our 16-year-old kid if you do
You
that.
probably will. He'll probably help you get leads.
All right, bye.
Bye.
What's the ultimate measure of a wholesale lender? Commitment. Remen Wholesale is committed to our broker partners. It's why we provide a huge educational platform offering everything from webinars to seminars to individualized training tools and the program you just watched. We understand that our role is to make you look great in front of your customers and referral sources so you can earn more business and increase your income. Find out more at RemenWholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.